Well, we're sitting here today getting ready to go over to East Jordan. It's going to be a big day, I guess. We're going to sit down with David C. Anderson and see what he has to say about his new comeback and some of his art that he performs and what he's been up to and some of the things he does. And where he's been. I mean, it's basically this is what it's all about. So stay tuned, and we'll get you the intel.
Well, one of the things that I wanted to mention about bringing David on here is this is something that we're going to be kind of bringing to you with Parallel North is a little feel of the area around here and what we're all about as a production and promotional media. David's a solo guitarist, and he's going to sit down and tell us a little bit about that and some of his music, and pretty much going to kick it from there. And basically, tell us what's going down, man.
No, what's going down is I'm getting back into it after a long hiatus from the business. Been hanging out in the woods and all that shit.
Yeah. Well, how long you been on a hiatus?
I'd have to say about 20 years.
What made you want to get back on the scene and rock and roll and getting back out there? I mean,
Well,
what's going on with all that?
I've always had that in my heart. It's always been there, and I've always worked towards it. Outside of the scene, of course. I took a break to really get my head together and clear it out and start over again from fresh. My goal has always been to do a solo stint, which is what I did in this record.
What was that we heard? It was coming on us Haley's.
Haley's Comet.
Okay.
I wrote that back in 2000. I want to say there's 7 on that actually. We mentioned, I think, 2008. It was 2007, February. I wrote that in Central Lake, Michigan.
Yeah.
In a basement.
Nice.
So I locked myself away.
You locked yourself away in a basement, not on in all good old Central Lake.
Yeah.
That's probably a pretty good place to be inspired. It's pretty down there and quiet.
Yeah.
Tell me where is that where you grew up and where are you from?
I'm actually from north of Detroit, Sterling Heights.
Okay.
Good old Sterling Heights.
So you went to school down there, you graduate down there, all that stuff?
Right,
or?
right.
So
I should say I didn't graduate though.
You go.
I'm long.
Well, hey,
that's
what it is. But so what brought you up to to northern Michigan, up here in the northwest corner there of the Mint?
Well, I was introduced to northern Michigan by a family member back in I want to say 1986, and I fell in love with it. The peace, the atmosphere, the relaxation up here. Everybody's just good to get along with. I wanted to get away from the stress of the city for a while,
Yeah. Well.
But
Okay. Yeah, I dabbled down in the Kalamazoo area for about 6 years, so I get what you're saying about me being from up here. It's easy to come back to, but I can see liking it up here also. So basically, you had a band. I mean, what's some of the story and some of the backstory on the rock and roll guy that is you?
okay, the new latest is just me. I call the project the North Rock Project.
Okay.
My thought was to have a band named North Rock, and I would just write the songs and we'd be able to do it. And that's basically that in a nutshell. I do all original. I do my playing is more or less. I guess we could say. What's the word for it? Not intuitional. More or less intuitional. Improvise. I'm a good improvisationalist, if that's the word for it.
Improv artist, huh?
Improv artist.
Just crank it out, improvisation.
Crank
That's
it
a
out.
word, like you said.
Writing the
I
songs.
think it is.
Yeah.
If not, we made it up here on Parallel North.
That's right.
One of the things that I wanted to ask you when I originally met you is when did the North Project start? I'm a kind of a music guy, and I wasn't really familiar with it. Sorry, I am. I love the music, love the sound.
Well, it started, the name came early in the 2000 zeros, whatever you want to say about that.
In the early millennium.
Early millennium, yeah.
Okay, well, all right. So therefore, you know, how many people were in the band at that time?
It was just me.
Okay.
With this thing.
Okay.
It actually started though in 2007. And that's when I started to lay down the tracks for the North Rock, what I call the North Rock, what was it? North Rock's Adventures.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I like the sound of that. I mean, it sounds cool.
I'm sorry, it was actually the Adventures of North Rock.
Adventures in North Rock, okay. And is there any of that material around out there in the world, or?
Yes, it is. I had a successful MySpace page.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the dilemma. I heard
The
that,
dilemma.
that, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's not really a big thing either. It's just,
Yeah,
it is and it's not.
Well, hey, if it is, right?
Yeah, if it is, it is. I'm working, promoting all this music on MySpace, doing really good. I got up to the 30,000 mark on fans, and all of a sudden, my goal was 100,000, by the way. All of a sudden, MySpace decided to shut it down. It was no longer there. I went back to do something on it, and I couldn't get in. It no longer existed. So I had thought, well, am I going to scream and cry about this, or am I going to just get back to work and start a new page? Well, I took the latter. Started a new page up. I got close to that, not quite though. MySpace, of course, kind of squirreled out on everyone, so I'm no longer with MySpace. I'm on Facebook. But the site is still there. I can add to it if anyone wants to go see it.
What is that? The MySpace page?
The MySpace page is North Rock Solo Guitarist.
Okay. At MySpace. Okay.
MySpace.com.
Yeah, I think we all still have a MySpace page, if you will. I actually check mine. I always love my music on there, and I always like you could be creative with it. You know, not to plug in MySpace, but it was a lot of fun. And it fell off quickly as it came on.
It did. It came on strong too.
And and now we're in the Facebook world, and tell us a little about that. You know, I mean, what's going on and stuff. It looks like we're gonna get you going on a page.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got a page there.
We're gonna get that banging.
Right. It's been sitting there, and I do have a page, North Rock Solo Guitarist on Facebook. Yeah, just been sitting there waiting for the day, which is coming here, to start plugging everything.
Well, one of the another thing I wanted to ask you also, while I had you here, is what is your plans for this summer? Do you have any? Are you looking to do any booking? Are you looking to reach out for any audience? Or I mean,
Yes.
what's on the hit parade for David C. Anderson?
Yeah, I'm looking at getting back out there and taking it by storm. I want to play. I want to get up in front of the audience. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. I want to kick out the jams.
Kick out the jams.
Right.
Now, is this something that you can do solo yourself? Are you willing to do? Are you looking for anybody? You're searching. I mean, what's on the curriculum? Is this completely a solo gig?
Well, you know, it was originally planned like that, but right now I'm interested in getting to the music community and taking on some friends with the project, and being quite versatile.
So you're approachable.
Yeah, I'm approachable.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. If you want to throw him an email or something like that, look him up. Get in there. If you have musicians or artists, anybody's welcome to. Fans. Or you can also contact him through Parallel North at Facebook, or you can email us. There's lots of ways to get a hold of David and get some of his music. You can go over to the Tumblr account on Parallel North. We blog over there. We also affiliate with Morgana in the Morning, which is out of New York. Great player, got a good little program going on herself, which we'll be sharing this over there with. She does a live morning program, goes all over the place. Spectacular artwork and great designs.
Very good.
Tell her a little bit about that. How did you like that?
Shit, that's fantastic. She's definitely a top-notch artist when it comes to this shit.
Kind of gives you a good personal feel.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
And the shots that she did up are excellent.
Yeah, the Dark Goddess. What she's doing over there. She does my parallel. She's strictly right now as we speak is totally all she does my art, the Parallel North icons, anything that being backdrop gets scrubbed through her, and a lot of times it ends up coming out nicely. So
Yes, ma'am.
What's on that? So tell me a little bit about your guitar playing. What kind of guitar you play? You know, what inspired you? Who's some of your background artists? You know, I mean, give me a little feel of what you're all about on that stage.
Well, basically, I prefer Ibanez, and that's my guitar choice. And I like the feel of it, the ease, and the sound, of course. As far as my background, basically, I go back to the psychedelic era. Jimi Hendrix, in particular, and a number of others that I won't mention at the moment. I can't remember.
Hand that guitar to us.
So,
We got our production guy here,
Yeah.
top quality. He always makes sure we look good from all
you,
kinds
sir.
of different
Thank you very
perspectives. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
You gotta feel more at home here.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, that gave you a little feel there. This is what it's all about. So what you got there, man? What you got? What kind of weapon is that you
This
got
is an
there?
Ibanez. This is actually, may even be a collector's item now, I don't know. It's the EX series, made in Korea.
Yeah.
After that, they switched it to China, I think.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that. I mean, what's the difference? I
It
mean,
was-
is there a difference? I mean, we always make fun of China.
This
saying,
is
you
the
know, like, hey,
predecessor.
everything's made in China.
Right. This is the predecessor of the RG series, from what I understand. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know.
There you have it, folks. If you're out there and you're a rock and roller, we got a guitar here. It looks pretty awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
As far as my influences go, I'd have to say, of course, Jimi Hendrix is always there. Through the years, Eddie Van Halen was excellent guitar playing. Lately, I've been concentrating, well, I'd have to say within the past 20 years, I've been listening to Satriani and Steve Vai, and I just love those guys. They're out there doing it, and they're doing it good. And outside of that, I'd say my influence is pretty much, I've got so many guitar players that I just love. Alex Lifeson from Rush. Back in the day, he was pretty good, and is even now. Let's think here. I got metal. We love heavy metal, of course. Ozzy, you know, you name it. Big fan, Ozzy. If you're watching this.
Cool. So what if I were to, gun to the head, you had to make a decision. What kind of label it? What is your brand?
I would call it psychedelic, acid rock, underground. Let's say underground metal. Now I have to have some of the past in it. I would throw psychedelic.
Yeah.
Metal.
Yeah, when I feel it, it's emotional to me. I like that. I'm that. The biker inside of me likes to hear that. There's just something about that, and it sounds like tall gear music. And go through the gears, get up there loud and proud, go fast. To me, it feels emotional.
Right.
I like that.
Right.
It is heavy metal. I will say that it's pretty, which I like.
Yeah.
I like it. I think people can grasp to it. Is it for everybody? No, not everything is for everybody.
No, of course not.
But is it cool?
Like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I'm happy to get it out there. One of the things that I'd like to see it, the jam. I'd like to see more artists do their individual jam. I don't think people need to actually go down to the bar and sell it out for 4 hours. Why not book a window and see what it brings in, and go from there, or open mic night and give people a platform to push themselves. And we're working on that, and with David here, we're going to spin it around, and we got a top shelf player to do it with. So I like that. I like that a lot. So what are one of the things that you're interested in besides for music? Who are you? What do you do?
Who am I? What do I do? Well, I gotta think now. What do I do?
What do you do for fun? You got any hobbies besides music?
Yeah,
who are you as a person?
Hanging out with the babes.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Now that's
I love
always
that.
good times.
A lot of good friends out there.
Good.
I like getting out into nature. The woods are like rocking for me.
Yeah.
big time.
You hunt or fish or anything like
I
that?
hunt and I fish.
Okay.
Not recently in the past couple of years, but I'll be getting back to that.
Nice. What are you looking to do when you do get, going? What kind of venues are you looking to play? I mean, are you looking to do something just privately? You looking to do internet music, or are you looking to kind of get out there? And I heard you say you like to get back in front of an audience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll be working with you. And you've got some pretty darn good ideas.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Basically, when I want to get back on stage, and wherever this man can take me, I will go.
I thank you, and
I
we're gonna
faith in this man.
Well, I thank you kindly. I appreciate those good words, and I don't want to let anybody down from my perspective in Parallel North. And we're gonna push it. We're gonna push it hard. And anybody who knows me, you know it's gonna happen. Question is what's gonna come out of it.
Mm-hmm. I look forward to that. The future looks bright.
Me too. And this is Damien Leist with Sit Down with David C. Anderson, a solo guitarist from Northern Michigan. We're gonna get it out there.
Yes, we are.
Any last words?
Last words. I love you all out there. I really wanted to share my music with you. And who knows, I might be playing in a band. My influence may go off into the band mode, which is good. That I would love.
Well, you keep your eye peeled for David C. Anderson. Remember the name, remember the sound. Check it out. We got it shared all over Parallel North. It's on the Tumblr. It's on Facebook. It's out there.
Yes.
Please don't be shy in hearing it, and look forward to seeing him around. Enjoy your day. As always, have a good one.